Okay, this video is to talk about the older VMC DEX compatibility cable, which is actually more of it's a complicated cable with a circuit board. But what this is made for is there's certain machines like Vendo 720 series that where the boards are older, where they're very sensitive to anything being plugged into the DEX port, and they were generally made before telemeters were in widespread use. So if something plugs into the DEX port, they think the machine is about to be DEX, and the vending machine, the display on the vending machine will shut off. And so that's very common with Vendo 720 series machines. The newer boards don't all do it, so you have to. It's not required on all machines, and some other Vendo's machines as well as some other machines. Now, you will know if you need this cable if you have your telemeter and it's powered on, and you have your normal DEX cable, which is here, which would normally be plugged in here. And as soon as you plug in the DEX cable, the vending machine controller shuts off, okay? And then if you unplug the DEX cable, it turns back on, the machine starts to function normally. Then you will definitely need this cable. So I'm going to explain to you how this cable works. I'm going to do it first with a full screen model, then I'm going to go over the with a bill overlay, which is slightly more complicated. So okay, so let's just talk about this first. So you're going to see this is one piece of it right here. This has got actually a little circuit board in it that physically disconnects when you're not DEXing. So if you see here, there's a side that will say UPT in and a side that will say out. So out, you're going to use your existing DEX cable and you're going to plug that into the out port. So that's pretty simple. And then this will be the DEX cable that will plug into the VMC. Okay, to plug into the inside, you can see this cable has two ends. One is this complicated end that's going to get connected to the UPT device. We're going to talk about that in a second. Then the other side, and then you got quite a lot of length here, is this RJ11, which looks like a network cable. So that's going to get plugged into the UPT in. You can see right there it says UPT in. So you're going to plug this in here. Okay, and another way to look at this is from left to right. The light is going to be on the top. It's not turned on right now, but you can see there's a light right there. On the left side, you're going to have your cable that's going to go from the telemeter over here. Then on the right side, you're going to have the cable that's going to go to the machine. So to plug this into the back of the full-size unit, what you're going to do is you're going to have the normal DEX cable right here, which is an RJ11 Ethernet cable. And then you're going to need to plug in this. This is actually a USB-B type plug, and you have to plug it into the middle USB slot right there. So this may be covered, so you're going to have to use your fingernails to pull out the cover. But let's just do this right now. So I'm going to go ahead and plug the DEX part of this cable. Remember, this has got the three sides on it in here. I'm not going to use this. So this is a female USB-A jack. And then the USB-B male jack I'm going to plug in here. Okay, and you'll notice that this light came on. And I'm going to tell you what this light means in a second. So this light is red, if my camera's not picking it up right. So that means you've got this basically connected correct because it's getting 5 volts power from the USB. Now, if you plug it into the wrong USB slot, which is over here, it doesn't get power and the light doesn't come on. So just make sure you plug it into the middle USB slot, and then you'll see the light will come on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and plug the other end of this into a DEX port. Okay, and you're going to see, so now you've still got this, which is red. Okay, now we're going to turn around the telemeter here, and we're going to go ahead and DEX this, and I'm going to show you what this should look like. So make sure your light is on, and again, you're plugged into the DEX cable here, and you've set up this the way I told you to, which is if the light is on the bottom, out is on the left side, and that's going to your VMC. If the light is on the top, out is on the right side, and that's going to your VMC. And then where it says UPT in, this longer cable is going into the UPT. So let's go ahead and go into the service menu on this machine, and let's DEX it. Okay, so I'm going to do a service DEX right now. So the first thing you're going to notice is It's this works a little bit differently, so it's going to take a little bit longer to DEX. So you need to be patient. So it's going to be performing DEX check. You're not going to get the normal number of packets up here, but eventually you're going to see this light is going to turn colors and it will start transmitting. So right now it's trying to communicate with the machine as if it had a regular cable, which it's going to realize it doesn't. And then, so we're still waiting here. And let's give this a second. And this will actually take a little bit longer the very first time you DEX this, but it's very important that you wait and go through this when you're installing this cable, just to make sure. And again, if this is red, the vending machine controller should look normal. Okay, now this is turning blue and red. It's you can't see it very well, but it's turning blue and red. And you can see eventually it should say DEX success. Okay, and it did read the DEX file. Then this is going to turn solid red again. When it turns solid red, your vending machine, your vending machine should turn back into a normal vending machine because it's now physically disconnected. So that's how this works with the UPT full screen. And I'm going to go ahead and pause this video here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pick up and do the same test with the bill overlay unit. Okay, we're resuming this video, and now we're going to talk about the overlay unit. So first things I got to explain is, so this is the same cable as before. Again, on the outside we have the DEX cable. On the side that says UPT in right there, we've got it hooked up to this same cable. So this is the exact same as it was before. Unfortunately, on this unit, you will have, you should have, where did that connector go? Okay, so you will, anyway, you will have a connector. So basically this unit uses proprietary connectors on the back, and you're going to need all of these hooked up. So there's an MDB, there's a USB, and then there's a DEX connector. So I've got them all in my harness right here. But I wanted to point out to you, so this is the MDB connector right here. This is plugged in, powering the machine. The DEX connector on this unit has actually two different ports on it. This is what you would normally use for DEX, and this is a separate port, which is what we're going to use in this case. And then you've got a special cable you're going to need that gives you the two USB ports. So basically, in addition to the normal cable that you will get, you're going to need a, so here's the cable I was talking about. So you're going to need this cable, which will come with the unit, but then you're also going to need two additional cables. You're going to need the USB cable here, and then you're going to need a regular DEX cable here that is the same as that goes with the bill units to basically connect the to the vending machine. So again, for what comes in the box, you're going to need three things total. You're going to need this. You're going to need a regular DEX cable that you can plug into this, and you're going to need the USB Y cable. And this is well, so we'll have to package these up for this telemeter. So having said all that, the plugs on these all have proprietary connectors. So this is MDB right here. This is the DEX, and it's also got the extra serial port on it right here. And this is the USB cable. So keep these in mind right here. So those are all contained and plugged into this device right here. So you've got your antenna, your USB, and then they're all sticking out right here. I've just got these all jumbled together here. So once again, we're going to connect the MDB, which is going to power the device. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take the old board compatibility cable, exactly as it was configured for the full-size unit, and we're going to take the old Ethernet jack, and we're going to plug it into, this is not going to be used here, this DEX cable. So we're going to plug it into to right here, into this jack right here, and then we're going to take the USB-B, and you're going to end up having two USB ports, and they're not labeled. I've actually taped one of mine so I know which one is which, but you're going to have to try plugging it into both and wait until you get the light. So I'm going to try this one first. I know this is the wrong one. You see I don't get the light, so we know that's the wrong one. So you're going to plug it into the second one, and then your light plugs up, and then you know this is working. So this is getting power right now. And then finally you're going to take your all my cables are confused. Okay, then you're going to take the DEX cable that you'll also need. You're going to plug that into here, and then this is going to get plugged into your DEX board. Okay, and once again, this is going to work the same way. So if you look at this telemeter, if you got the red light on here, it means it's not connected to the vending machine, so the vending machine should be functioning normally. If we go into the service menu, whoops. Okay, I'm going to do a service DEX, and I need to explain for the very first time this is run, so if you're just installing the device, this may take up to 2 minutes. It's very important that you wait. So I've already run this once, so it's not going to take as long, but I'm going to go ahead and hit service DEX. It's performing the DEX check. You're going to see this is still red, and the vending machine is still going to be functioning normally. When this turns to blue and red flashing really quick, so you'll see it'll get a blue tint, it's actually reading the machine. The display on the machine will shut off, so I'm going to wait. It should do it any second now. And again, if you're doing it for the very first time, it could take up to 90 seconds because it's going to try both COM ports. So, and it's going to use the second one. So we're still waiting here. Okay, now it just turned blue. I don't know if you can see that, but it is reading the DEX right now. You're not going to get the packets, but it is reading it. And then it's going to say the machine is going to be turned off while this is blue. And then it's going to say DEX check success. And it's all set. And when this turns red again, the vending machine controller should come back on. So that's it. So again, remember, you're going to need 3 extra cables in order to use the B unit, whereas with the regular full screen unit, you only need this one DEX old machine cable with the plug-in, and that's about it. And you should only use this. This is an expensive part. You should only use this where you need it, and you will know that you need this because if the telemeter is powered up and you plug in the DEX cable and the vending machine display turns off, you know you need this because it's overly sensitive to a DEX plug being plugged in, and this solves that problem. So that's it, and good luck with this stuff. Okay, bye.